Hey, church, coming to you just from the end of our service here. This morning we started our brand new sermon series, which we're calling "O Come and Adore Him," which is about Christmas, and it's about the fact that actually the right response to seeing Jesus is to adore Him, not because He's a baby at Christmas, and not just because of what He's done for us, but because of who He is, as the exact imprint of God's nature. And so this morning we kicked that off, and I preached from Mary's song. We call it Mary's Magnificat. It's a beautiful song in Luke's gospel, but it's really a revolutionary song, a slave song, if you will, where Mary is talking about how God, in his coming, is going to exalt those who are humble and bring them up, and he's going to bring down those who are rich and powerful and prideful. And we looked at how actually what Mary's song is all about is a remembering of what God has always been doing, which is delivering people out of slavery, just like he did for the Israelites who are in Egypt, and into the wilderness and then on to the promised land, and how God is committed to seeing his people set free. And in Jesus, obviously, he's doing that completely and finally in a new way that Moses could only have dreamt about. And so we looked at how the real enslaver is sin, and how Jesus deals with our sin by dying on the cross and taking our punishment and offering us freedom. And then we closed our service today as we're looking at these songs of worship, worshiping God and saying, actually, God, when we come together to worship God, we find that actually that humbles us. It sets us in right relationship to him, and it reminds us that he's big and that we're not, and that he's in charge and we're not. And that is good for our hearts. It allows us to have peace and to enjoy him. And so a wonderful time, and looking forward to continuing that series in the run up to Christmas. One thing to note this week is we have our church-wide prayer meeting tomorrow on Monday, the 1st of December. We're in December already, at 6:30 here in the building. And so warmly welcome you to come and join us as we pray together about all that God's doing in our hearts and in our lives, and continuing to adore him. So encourage you to come along to that, and we'll see you next week.